These are the 6 questions you have to ask yourself before moving abroad. Here in Auto Expat, we're all about being the clever expat. And that requires a lot of planning, because a lot of people come to Latin America and they don't do enough planning and they don't ask themselves the right questions, and they go back to their home country or leave a lot of money on the table just because they didn't do the right planning. I talked about why many expats leave Colombia in this video here. There you also find a lot of tips of why expats leave, but I want to turn it to another level here in this video and give you 6 questions I believe are very, very important to know before you move abroad, to then be able to stay long term without having to go back to your home country because some minor details did not work out for you. So really the first question you have to ask yourself is motivation. I talked about this in another video already, but it's just so important. So you have 2 types of expats. You have one that leave a certain place because they think, my home country sucks, cost of living there is too high, weather is too cold and stuff like that, or they are criminals and have to leave the country. You get that a lot here in Latin America too. And they leave a place. And for those expats, many of those expats will go back to their home country inside of 6 months, because it's never really good to leave a place for some kind of reason if you just leave the place for those reasons. So if you have a problem in your home country and you want to just leave there, many of those kinds of expats find themselves very, very fast in their home country again, because they do not have the right motivation, in my opinion, to live in a foreign country long term. And there are the other people that go to a place, they want to go to Latin America, want to speak the language there, want to experience a new culture and stuff like that. And those expats, if you're one of those people, the success rate is surely very, very high for you to be a happy long-term expat in a foreign country. So this is really the question, the first and foremost question everybody has to ask themselves. Why? What is the motivation? Why do I want to leave my home country and go to Latin America? If you figured that out, the next thing surely is location. So which country you want to go to. That has to do with what do you expect from climate, what do you expect, are you like the beach type, are you the city type, are you the type that wants a house with a nice green lush area with, some vegetables and stuff like that. This you really have to find out. We offer a free country test if you want to find out what's the best country for you. So the link is in the description. It's quite fun. And we will tell you personally what we believe the 3 best expat destinations are for you. Then after you found out which country you want to go to, the language is surely a big thing. So do you already speak the language? Of course, in Latin America, that will be most probably Spanish. So this is really important, how much you already speak the language. If you don't speak the language, you want to rather go to a place like Bogota in Panama or like Cuenca in Ecuador, where there is a big expat community out there that speaks English. And if you're fluent in Spanish already, then you can go and explore every other place. So this is really surely an important point too. Then cost of living. Of course, this is a budget thing. So does your pension, your social security income, your passive income from a company abroad, your income maybe you plan to have from a business abroad cover your cost of living? And this is really, really important for 2 things. First of all, how do you get the money to go there? And always remember, moving also costs money. And the other thing is how much does the cost of living cost in the country you go to? We have a lot of videos about cost of living if you want to check them out. But it's just make sure to be realistic with your budget planning. So another important thing is if you come with a family, like with a spouse or even with kids, that they are on board with the idea as well. So I see a lot of expats where one is like the instigator, and it's usually the male in the household, and then puts a little bit like, we should move abroad and stuff like that, and the woman or the wife or even the kids are not really on board. They want to stay home, and they're like, okay, we could go, but like this is really where a lot of expats, a lot of couples then go back very, very fast to their home country they're coming from. You know, both parties are on board. And you just have to be honest about yourself, your relationship and stuff like that. If both parties are really on board, otherwise you will find one of the two parties always like complaining and talking about the home and stuff like that. So yeah, just make sure that if you move with a family that both parties are on board, and then you're set up for a good life here in Latin America. The last point I want to talk about is healthcare. So healthcare surely is very, very important because it doesn't do you any good, especially if you're a retiree and you have some medical condition and some stuff like that, and you're gonna move to a country like Belize or a country like, I don't know, El Salvador, where you just first have to check out, are the medical facilities there? Or like in Belize, a lot of expats that live in Belize and they have something, they have to go a long distance to Mexico because the next really good hospital is in Mexico. So just to make sure and check out where the next good hospitals are in the area you're planning to go. So these were really my 6 points of questions you have to ask yourself before you come. And if you could answer those questions for you personally, you have a very, very good success rate of making it here down in Latin America. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see more videos like that, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. See you in the next video.